Today we're talking about brand authentication and protection. I'm talking to Matt Nichol from Matthews. Matt, how can manufacturers prevent their brands from being counterfeited?
There's different types of technology that can be used to help the manufacturers and the brand owners protect their product. What's very important is to understand whereabouts is the brand potentially being counterfeited or needs to have its protection. Different types of technology such as RFID technology, UV ink, one type of solution, or inkjet coding directly onto the product, or date coding. Other options are putting a serialised QR code, which seem to be more and more prevalent in manufacturers that are actually exporting to overseas markets such as Asia. That provides a much better level of brand security, also allows them to engage with their consumers.
So why a QR code?
Well, the QR code, mentioned earlier that it allows consumer engagement. In Australia, there's over 80% of people have smartphones. In Asia and other parts of the world, it's extremely high. Asia up to 60% or even more. The QR code allows, within the smartphones, there is actually QR barcode readers. In Asia, the typical medium for communicating and interacting with people is WeChat. And WeChat has an inbuilt QR reader. So the smartphone allows the consumer to use, to scan the QR code to then read and understand the proof of provenance, the authenticity, and a lot of information or marketing information about that particular product.
Is the QR code safe though?
Well, the QR code is safe, but it's only as safe as the way that QR code is managed by the provider. So the QR code is just a symbology, it's a barcode symbology, and the information typically is a encrypted code that we put into the QR code that are then stored on Amazon servers or on secured cloud servers. That prevents any potential counterfeiters from copying that encrypted code, and it makes it harder for the counterfeiters to guess the next code. With the encryption, there's about a 1 in quintillion chance of actually selecting or understanding what the next code will be, because every item is unique.
And is the solution expensive?
The alternatives of the solutions not expensive if your product is actually counterfeited in markets and there's actually brand damage that causes any harm to any consumers. So the product as such, putting the technology on the production line is not typically expensive. You just got to make sure you have the right coding and marking devices and the right integration on your production line that then allows to print that secure QR code. But I think the alternatives of not protecting your product that are being counterfeited it'd be seen as a very cheap option.
So we've covered off cost and we've covered off security. What are any other benefits of having a QR code?
I think that the other key benefit is the consumer engagement for the brand owners. So typically a lot of money and a lot of investment is spent in marketing dollars. With the use of smartphones, and when the consumer scans a QR code, it allows the brand owner to engage with their consumer. It allows them to provide a tailored marketing message, and also provides the ability to provide loyalty points or some sort of promotional activities that allow that brand owner to really engage with their consumer.
Thanks. It seems that the QR code is certainly the way forward, and Matthews is well positioned to provide that service to the market.
Well, we are. We have a number of current installations, mainly in dairy infant formula, which is currently using this technology with great success in China, and it's been very well received in the Asian markets and all parts of the globe.
Thanks for letting us crack the code on QR codes.
Thank you.